everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to keep your skin hydrated. Now I'm not talking about water. You should be drinking a minimum 2 liters a day anyway, just saying. But this is for those of you who really want to have hydrated, soft, dewy looking, beautiful, smooth looking skin. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys a full routine of a couple of products that I've decided work quite well for hydrating the skin. Now, hydrating the skin doesn't necessarily mean it only has to be for people that have got dry skin. You can still have oily skin, but skin that is not hydrated from within. Because oily skin a lot of the time has got more to do with an overproduction of sebum in the skin, and therefore people think that if they've got oily skin they don't need to maybe use as much moisturizer or maybe less hydrating products and those sort of things. Another thing is that a lot of products can strip the skin as well when it comes to things like toners and cleansers. So the routine that I'm going to share with you guys today works perfectly well for my skin type. I've got normal to combination skin, so I actually veer more towards the oilier side of things. However, using all of these products have worked perfectly fine for me. Now, just an FYI, obviously you don't have to use all of these products together. You may like one or the other to incorporate within your routine. It's completely up to you. So the first thing we're going to obviously talk about is cleanser. Now, the first one I'm going to share with you guys is this one here by Dear Klairs. I love Dear Klairs. They're a great brand, and this is their Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser. They've actually got a Rich Moist Foaming line. I think I've shared with you guys their moisturizer in the past is absolutely excellent, and I really want to try out their serum one day too. Now, this is for moisturizing and soothing care, which is what it says on the bottle itself. So it comes in this lovely cute little pastel plastic bottle with a pump on the top. This is a foaming cleanser, as the name suggests, so you literally pump it out and the cleanser already comes out as a foam. Now, one thing I did find with this is it's quite a rich and thick foaming kind of cleanser. So what I like to do is actually drop a couple of drops of water within it just to loosen it up a little bit, make it a little bit more spreadable, if that makes sense. And then I rub it all over my face, washing everywhere and then rinsing it off, and then you pat it dry and my skin feels so lovely, soft and smooth afterwards. There's none of that drying feeling that you can get from some cleansers. Even up until I use a toner or another product, I don't feel any tightness or anything like that. Now, the key ingredients within this cleanser, and it says on the bottle, is sodium hyaluronate, which for those of you that don't know is a form of hyaluronic acid which holds up to 1000% more moisture, which means that is delivered straight into your skin. It also contains tea tree leaf oil, again for soothing and calming the skin, as well as licorice root extract and ceramides. So this is the kind of cleanser that refreshes the skin, hydrates the skin, cleanses and conditions your skin, clears out those pesky pores of yours, and it's deeply moisturizing as well as balancing out your pH levels. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, throughout the day your pH levels in your skin can change and your skin can become quite acidic. Using a cleanser such as this can bring it back to its optimal levels, meaning that the acidic levels in your skin are nicely balanced. It also contains, and bear with me because I can't always remember the names of all the ingredients and how many there are considering how much skincare I use. It also contains Houtunia cordata extract, as well as tea tree leaf oil, like I already said, which is great for troublesome skin. So even if you've got acne prone skin, you will definitely love something like this. You can still have dehydrated skin which is acne prone too. A lot of people seem to think that acne prone skin only happens with oily skin, and that's really not the case. It's hypoallergenic. It contains low irritant exfoliating ingredients for sensitive skin, so it's also great for sensitive skin. It's free from artificial ingredients, no alcohol, no animal testing, no parabens, no artificial pigments. In a nutshell, this is an excellent cleanser, and this is something that would work well for all skin types, and so many of you would love it as well. Next, let's move on to toner. So the one that I've got for you guys today is from the brand called Beauty of Joseon. I think I shared this one with you guys recently when I got it in a haul. This is their ginseng essence water. You guys, this is excellent. I love this brand. This brand is a very clean kind of brand. They don't have a lot of preservatives in there. They've got a lot of natural ingredients, and the more natural it is, the more likely I'm likely to use it. Now, this contains a whopping 80% of ginseng root water. So the majority of this product is literally just pure ginseng. And then it also contains ginseng complex, which is there to nourish your skin and hydrate your skin. This is something which is classed whilst as a moisturizing toner. It's very lightweight. It comes in this lovely bottle that you can see, very nice and clean. And then when you tip it out onto your hands, it's up to you whether you want to apply it direct to your face with your hands by patting it in, or if you want to use a cotton pad. It's got this brownish kind of color, obviously because of the fact that it is almost pure ginseng root water, and it is very, very runny. So it's completely up to you how you like to apply it. I personally like to use it with a cotton pad. I will soak my cotton pad, dab it onto my face, and then run it all over the place, over my lips, over my eyes. It's completely safe to use over that area, and it really hydrates the skin. After using the foaming cleanser, if I go in with this, it nourishes my skin and hydrates it. You can feel it on the skin just sinking in. Another thing I like about this is that it absorbs very, very quickly. So if you are in a hurry in the morning, you don't have time necessarily to kind of wait around for things to start like absorb into the skin before you move on to the next step, you'll definitely like this. It literally absorbs within a couple of minutes. Your skin feels so soft and smooth. It's got a slight tackiness to it, but once it completely absorbs, it feels like there's nothing there. Your skin doesn't feel dry. It just feels really hydrated and like it's had a massive drink of water. It also contains 2% of niacinamide and a very, very small amount of adenosine. I can never say it properly. And those things are there to help with sebum production, as well as managing any kind of fine lines and minimizing any wrinkles that may be appearing as well. I'm just going to read to you off of their website what they say about this and what their claims are, in particular in regards to those of you that aren't so familiar with ginseng root water. So it says that ginseng stabilizes the mind and calms the nerves. I like that. That's in your food, by the way. It is effective for people with lethargy, whose body is always cold, who feel cold all the time, and those who sweat a lot, and with those who've got a weak digestive system. That's why ginseng is one of those multi-purpose ingredients that isn't just great for the inside, it's great for the outside as well. It also contains barrier protection, hydration kind of properties, such as allantoin, like I've already said, panthenol as well, glycerin, sodium hyaluronic again. So again, is another one of those amazing multi-purpose products. So whether you've got dry, sensitive, acne prone, normal combination skin, oily skin, dry skin, every single one of you will love this. It hydrates the skin, but it does so many other things as well. So for those of you that are interested, why wouldn't you be interested in something like this? This is definitely worth looking into to hydrate your skin and to make it look glowing, basically. I mean, who doesn't want to glow, right? All right, the next one I'm going to move on to, and I've raved about this, you guys, so many times. And for those of you that have listened to me and have bought it, you know I wasn't making it up. It is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Water Essence. This is my third bottle, you guys. This is how much I love it. This contains 8 types of hyaluronic acid, which is absolutely amazing. Like I've said, hyaluronic acid is something that contains 1,000% more molecules of water. And it says that it is a moisturizing essence for dry skin. Bear in mind, like I've already said, I don't have dry skin, but yet it still works amazingly for me. It will work for all of you. You guys will love it. First off, it comes in this very classy looking glass bottle, which I think is gorgeous. And then it comes with a dropper, which you just squeeze out and you blob it onto your hands. If you look at the texture of it, it's got a whitish, milky kind of texture, and it's not too thick, but it's not too thin. It is a little bit runny, but not too much. And a little bit goes a really long way. I generally tend to pile this on my face. You really do not need to apply as much as I do, but the fact that it soaks into my skin and makes it feel like velvet means that I do generally tend to go overboard with this. But this is one of the things that I can definitely attribute to the fact that my skin basically has no dry skin at all. It just looks amazing all the time. It feels plump, it feels soft, it feels hydrated, it feels nourished. I've also got eczema prone skin, and this does not irritate that whatsoever. If anything, it helps to sort out those flaky bits that I get as a result of eczema. Even when you look at the ingredients, they're all different types of hyaluronic acids. We've got sodium hyaluronic, hyaluronic cross polymer, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, and There's also a little bit of niacinamide in here, again, to help with clearing out your pores, to kind of soften out any kind of blemishes on the skin as well. This is probably one of the best Korean products I have ever used. I think one day I may do like my favorite Korean products. This will be in the top 5, trust me. This is excellent. I cannot rave about it enough. After using this, I cannot even tell you, you don't even need to use moisturizer after this. The way that it makes my skin feel, it feels hydrated, it looks luscious, and I cannot tell you how much I love this. Okay, I think I've mentioned it enough times now. I think you're sick of it. Now, the next product that I'm going to share with you guys is this ampoule. Now, ampoules are very similar to kind of essence-y kind of products. Bear in mind, you maybe do not need to use the Isntree one and than this one. This is just me being a little bit extra because I do like it. This is the I'm Sorry for My Skin. I love that brand's name, by the way. I'm so sorry for my skin. A relaxing cream ampoule. This is for firming and moisture. And the reason why I wanted to use this or share it with you guys is because the past 2 months I've been using retinol on my skin. Retinol is known to cause peeling, to cause dryness. I have not had it at all, and one of the main reasons is because of the fact that I've been using the Isntree one and I've been using this one, and I kind of mix and match between them. The Isntree one is my favorite, but this is again great for hydrating the skin for people that have got dry skin, that sort of thing. So it comes again in a very similar looking bottle to the previous one, but it's a little bit smaller at 30 ml, and then it has the same kind of dropper, and you will see in terms of this texture, it's very thick. It doesn't even drip, and it is completely white. I only use a very tiny amount of this because of the fact that I've placed so many hydrating products on my skin. I don't want to apply too much because then I'll just end up looking greasy, and we don't want that. This is another great product for those of you that have got dryish kind of skin. The one thing I would mention is this is fragranced. Now, even though the fragrance is all the way at the bottom of the list of the ingredients, meaning that it is very minimal, and remember, if you've seen my Fenty skin review video, you would know that the fragrance in their products actually broke me out. So if something has got fragrance and doesn't break me out, it means that there is a minimal amount which should be safe for the majority of people who have got sensitive skin or skin that reacts to fragrance. However, I do have to say is the smell is quite strong. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very floral. And the smell does last on your face until you apply other products on top. So that may work for some of you. It worked for me, but it may not work for others. But for complete transparency, obviously I have to mention it. So some of the ingredients, just reading it off the box, because like I said, I can't remember. Centella Asiatica extract, again for soothing and calming the skin. Actually, the amount of Centella Asiatica extract in here is 72%. Again, with the Korean skincare, with their very high amounts of natural ingredients, which I absolutely love. It also contains tea tree leaf water, which again is for people that have got troublesome acne prone skin, as well as green tea water, which is one of my favorite ingredients when it comes to Korean skincare. It's there to condition the skin, to help with textured skin as well, and it really moisturizes the skin, and it really hydrates the skin, which is why I go in with such a little amount. For those of you that have got sunburnt skin, you may love something like this because it's got such calming ingredients, but at the same time it'll help with any kind of dryness or any flakiness like that. Remember, when it comes to ampules, they're kind of more concentrated versions of essences, so they're there to kind of target specific concerns, and in this respect it is about calming the skin as well as moisturizing and hydrating the skin. This one, I do have to say, does take a little bit longer to absorb into the skin due to its texture, due to the fact that it's called a cream ampoule, because it is more like a cream, but then once you blend it in, it obviously turns into like water, almost nothing. It's like a liquid. Now, the next thing I wanted to share with you guys, and probably the most exciting thing that I've got to share with you guys, and excuse the state of the box, I kind of ripped it when it opened. This is from the brand called Keep Cool, and this is the Keep Cool Deep Ocean Blue Oil Self Ritual Kit. So it basically contains some oil and gua sha. Now let's start off with the oil first. I absolutely love it. It's called ocean oil, and it's obviously blue. It had to be. It wouldn't make sense for it not to. And it's quite a small bottle, but again, it depends on how much you use. I like this. It's cute and stumpy and chubby and sweet looking. And then it contains a dropper like all the other products. And as you can see, the oil is completely blue. It's runny. This is almost completely 99% oil. Even if I read the ingredients just off the box here, it starts off with jojoba seed oil, sunflower seed oil, cyperus root oil, olive fruit oil, sweet almond oil, rose fruit oil, macadamia seed oil, moringa seed oil, various other fruit extracts, which for some people may be irritating, but again, it did not irritate my skin. It contains turmeric root extract, which is absolutely amazing, great for brightening the skin, soothing and calming the skin as well, and various other oils. Now at the bottom there is limonen and linalool, citronelle, which may affect some people's skin, but it didn't affect mine at all. It's got a slight scent to it, but it's nothing offensive, and it definitely does not last throughout the day. The one thing I liked about this is how fast it absorbs. Again, remember, when it comes to oils, if you apply loads, obviously it's not going to absorb very fast. It's going to make you look shiny and greasy. Now, for those of you that are unaware of what this gua sha stone is, now the actual word gua sha is the Chinese word for scraping the skin. I know, sounds scary, right? But basically a very old tradition from China, which helps with the pressure on the skin, puffiness on the skin as well, hitting those kind of pressure points that help to relieve pain. And that's why it's great to kind of use an oil with it, so that it helps the stone to glide a lot more seamlessly across the skin. And the way that the stone is also created in almost like a heart shape helps to get within the contours, like for example the temple area, the nose area, kind of between the eyes, and it's shaped in the kind of way that you can contour it around your face. It actually feels great when you use this at night time. I've noticed when you've had a really long day, you feel stressed, whack on a little bit of oil. It's always better to do it with oil than without, and then just slowly run it over various points of your face. You will actually find yourself getting a little bit sleepy, because I have found that that has happened to me. It may also be because it's late at night, but I also know that it's because I'm becoming so relaxed. Now, last but not least, we've got some sunscreen to share with you guys, and this one is from the brand called Thank You Pharma, and it is the Sun Project Water Sunscreen. This is SPF 50, PA++, and it is 50 ml. Now, if you have applied obviously all of these products onto your skin, you may be like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm gonna look too shiny, I'm gonna look really like oily. Bear in mind that what you're seeing right now is makeup that I have applied after using every single one of these products. You tell me, do I look shiny? Do I look greasy? No, because my makeup then goes on beautifully. It glides onto the skin. As long as I set it with powder and that sort of stuff, it will stay put throughout the day, and my skin is actually being taken care of, nourished and hydrated underneath all of the makeup. Now, obviously you need to use sunscreen. I have to use sunscreen all the time to protect my skin because of the fact that I use acids. I've been using retinol, like I said, for 2 months. And SPF 50 is always generally the way to go if possible. Now, first off, this comes in a beautiful metallic baby blue tube, and you squeeze it out and you'll see that the texture of this is not too thick, not too thin, very easy to blend, and it comes out white. You only have to start rubbing it in before you notice that the whiteness starts to disappear. This has got absolutely no white cast and is great for medium and brown skin tones. Now, the one thing about this is that it is a very hydrating kind of sunscreen, even though it is geared towards normal to combination and problematic skin. This is why I've stated at the beginning of this video, all of these products are great to use no matter what your skin type is. For those of you that love that kind of glass skin kind of effect, you will definitely love something like this sunscreen, because it definitely gives that glow. You don't look greasy or shiny, you just look like your skin is made of glass. But bear in mind, for those of you that do not like your skin to look very dewy, you may not like this, as this is not anything mattifying at all. It's got a really nice light and airy kind of texture which blends into the skin very, very easily. And even though I applied it after using oil, if anything, the oil helped it to meld into the skin beautifully. You can use this over oil. Just remember not to apply too much oil, otherwise you may find that your makeup starts to slip around. I didn't use too much, so my makeup is perfectly fine. As you can see, there's no alcohol in here, which is great. It's free from parabens, mineral oil, that sort of thing, as well as talc. Even though this is a sunscreen, to me it definitely feels like a moisturizer on the skin. Not that that is an issue for me. I think my skin feels and looks great after using this. And it's also great for those of you that are trying to repair your skin's barrier, because it contains things such as aloe leaf extract and lotus flower water. And in terms of the scent, let's give it a whiff. Oh no, it touched my nose. It's got a slight scent to it, but nothing too offensive. But personally, I think it's great. So that's it for my skincare routine, covering off how to hydrate your skin. Like I said, just to repeat and be annoying, it doesn't matter what kind of skin type you have, it always needs to be hydrated. People can be very confused when it comes to moisturizing and hydration. Moisturizing is more to do with the kind of skin surface, whereas hydration has to do with your skin from within. Bear in mind that if your skin isn't taken care of of within, then it will show itself on the outside. So hydration is really, really important, especially using these kind of products which really penetrate the skin's layers and makes your skin look flawless. Now, I've been using a lot of these products for a little while now. You can see on my face itself. Now, I have got textured skin as a result of acne from when I was a teenager, as well as normal combination eczema prone and sensitive skin, and these products have all worked amazingly for me. Hopefully, if you are interested in purchasing any of these products, they will work amazingly for you as well. If you've got any comments or questions about any of these products that I've shown you guys today, please feel free to ask me in the info bar below. Other than that, I'm wishing you happy, glowy and beautiful skin, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.